Okay, Messenger is back. And I'm just going to show you some of my favorite baits to be using while flipping jigs and beds with whatever type of pole you got. My favorite for clear water is this one. It's just a normal white bait. Let me check what size it is. It's a 3/14 ounce bait jig. That right there is just one of the ones that I like for clear water fishing because it's going to have a lot more. You're going to be able to see it a lot better. For not as light water fishing, clear water fishing, more dingier water, I should say. This one right here. This right here is just a brownish greenish type looking jig, and it is a 5/16 ounce. And then my favorite for dirty water fishing, like really dark, dingy water, is this blue and black 5/16 ounce jig. I got it right the first time. Yeah. It's just black and blue, just like a normal jig, but yeah. Now, what I like to use as a follow-up for these baits is like, if you want to know what I mean by follow-up, is like whenever you cast it out and you bring it over perfectly, but they're just smacking the bottom of it and they're just grabbing the skirt to scare it away. I always go for the clear water. I'm still on that white track. I'll use a white floating worm. If you don't know what a floating worm is, you're about to figure out. This right here is a floating worm. What I always do is there's a little bulge right there, and there's these grooves, and there's that little flat spot right there. I always stick my hook through that. But not for, I don't stick it on the bait. This is follow up for like if they miss this bait and they're still interested, cast this out there on a spinner bait. On a spinner bowl with that size of a hook. It's just really easy. Stick it right through that flat spot right there. Then it'll be like that. Then once it gets near that bed, just start wiggling. Just barely start twitching your pole and just start doing that. And that fish, 9 times out of 10, will grab this and won't let go. You'll have you a nice size fish. For more clear water, not more clear water, but more dingy water, I should say, where you would use this bait, same thing. Floating worm, except pink. Really vibrant pink. Same weight, same hookup ratio, same everything on that. Then for the dark water, I'm on that black and blue trail again. Now, let me make sure that this here is the right size because I have two different, yeah, this here is the right size. This is the right size. They're all three the same size baits. See? Actually, this one here is a little bit longer. Actually, yeah, it's a little bit longer. I'm surprised. Yeah, the black and blue one's a little bit longer. But if you're wondering why I was saying that, because this black and blue one is shorter than these. I got some that are shorter, some that are longer. We're sticking on this one right here. Same flat spot, same everything. Same hookup ratio, everything like that's the same. same movement as these two. They're all the same bait except just different colors. Is the thing. Right. And if you're wondering why I would go with a darker color and darker water, is because you want a silhouette in dark water. Clear water, you want something that's really easy to be seen. But if you can get a skirt on a white bait like that, on a white jig head, get some chartreuse. Chartreuse and white, best two combinations you can get for clear water. It looks a lot like a shad, actually. And there's what tricks them to make them grab it. It looks like a shad or a bluegill. Yeah. Somehow they mistake that for a bluegill. To be truthful, I don't know how they mistake that for a bluegill, but I mean, they do have a brain about the size of the tip of your finger because they're small. But yeah, right there is my tips for jig fishing on the bed. So my setup for jig fishing in Clearwater, white jig, and for a follow bait, if it hits it and it don't get it, white floating worm. Sort of muddy, dingy water. Brownish, greenish bait with a pink follow-up floating worm. If it hits it, don't take it. For the dark water silhouette, another black and blue setup, just follow-up. Just for a follow-up, if it hits this and it don't grab it. But my dad will always, no matter what color water we're in, he will grab a black and blue jig. His favorite bait in the tackle box is a black and blue jig. Don't ask me why. If I had to choose a favorite bait in the tackle box, it would probably be a spinner bait. Can't go wrong with a spinner bait. But there's just my setup for bed fishing with jigs. So, Mason's out.